Hello students, let us solve some problems on rectifiers, precision rectifiers. So this is one of the problem from your model question paper. Okay, let us solve this problem. Let me read out. Design a saturating precision half wave rectifier to produce a 5 volt peak output from an input of 1 volt peak to peak amplitude. Now, before the very first thing you should do is you should draw a saturating half wave rectifier. Okay. Now for before drawing saturating half wave rectifier circuit, I want you to understand what he is asking, what is input and what is output. This particular circuit should produce 5 volt peak output, means if this is your V0, it should be capable of producing 5 volt peak output, means from here to here it should be 5 volts. We call it as Vp. Understood? This is Vp, peak voltage. Alright. So this is given to us as 5 volts. From an input of 1 volt peak to peak. This is different, see. Your input is given here as 1 volt peak to peak. 1 volt peak to peak means this is your voltage peak to peak. We call this as VPP. Alright. So this voltage is given to us how much? This is 1 volt. Means peak to peak is 1 volt. What is peak then? If V peak to peak is 1 volt, what is Vp? Half of Vp, right? Half of P. This is here. Okay, let me draw here. This is here Vp, right? So if this Vp, V peak to peak, if it is 1 volt, what is Vp? Vp should be half of this, right? 0.5 volts. Alright. So this will be our input. Alright. Our input is going to be 0.5 volts and output is going to be 5 volts. Now both of these are peaks now. Alright. So keeping this in mind, let us draw our circuit now for saturating. Alright. I'll write here V peak is, V input is, V peak nothing but V input is 0.5 volts and V out is 5 volts, right? Yeah. Draw your circuit. This is your op amp, plus VCC minus VE. Alright. This will be a plus, this will be a minus. Let this be your input. Diode D1. Any name can be given, RF, R1 or R2, names doesn't matter here. This is your V0. Yeah, we are done with our circuit. This is your saturating precision half wave rectifier. Remember this, you have to draw saturating. If he has given you non-saturating, then another diode comes. That circuit is different. Okay, that circuit is different. So here if this is your input, your output is going to be, as we have seen, input is 0.5, output should be 10 times, right? This will be 0.5, this will be 0.5, and 5 volt. This is 5 volts. This is your input, this is your output. Now for this you need to get the value for R1 and RF. R1 and RF. Now what current will you choose? Yes, let current I1, this is same thing, 100 times of IB max, 100 times of IB max. But the change is, since we are having diodes here, whenever we are using diodes, we require more current to drive this. So we take 500 microamperes, 500 microamperes. So we can write like this. Required for diodes. Okay, minimum current required for diodes. Now first thing we have to get is R1. R1 equal to how do we take? V1 by input voltage by input resistance. All right, what is input voltage? Is 0.5 volts divided by 500 micro. This will give you 1 kilo ohm resistance. All right, so R1 is 1 kilo ohm. Now next you need to get is RF, right? We know that gain is equal to this is working in non-inverting mode, right? So 1 plus RF by R1. So I require to clean this side. We have R1 equal to 1 kilo ohm. We know that for non-inverting amplifier 1 plus RF by R1, right? What is our gain? We also know that gain is output by input. What is output? 5 volts, right, divided by input 0.5. So gain will be 10. A is equal to 10. So 10 equal to 1 plus RF by R1, right? Therefore RF equal to 9 times of R1, right? That is RF equal to, what is R1? R1 is 1K. So this gives you 9 kilo ohms. That's it. Okay. So you need to take care for what value of input and what value of output is required. What value of input is given, what is your output, what is peak to peak and what is peak value. You should be good in this. All right. Let us solve another problem. Yes, this is your question. Design a non-saturating precision half-wave rectifier See, this is different from saturating. Just before this we had solved on saturating, right? Now this is non-saturating precision half wave rectifier to produce 2 volt peak output from 1 megahertz sine wave input with a 0.5 volt peak value as the input voltage amplitude. Use bipolar op amp with supply voltage plus or minus 15 volt. First, write down the given things. Output voltage V peak output is given to you as 2 volts. V input is given as 0.5 volts. Alright. Use bipolar op amp here. Regular op amp is plus or minus supply voltage as VCC 15 volt. Right. Then what else is given? Yes. Frequency. Input frequency is given to you as 1 megahertz. So the very first thing is, after noting down the given data, draw the circuit. This is your output. Alright. Then you have one feedback. Sorry, one resistor comes here. Right. This is your diode D1. This is your diode D2. Alright, you know why, you know the purpose of diode D1, right? Just by connecting this diode D1, this makes it non-saturating. If I remove this diode D1, it becomes saturating, right? The one inverting terminal is remaining. Ground. Alright, let us give names for this. This is your R1. This can be RF or R2, RF or R2, R3. Alright. This is your input, this is your output. Alright. Now, what all things you need to get? R1, R2, R3 you need to find. Now, the very first thing you need to do is get the value of R1. Get the value of R1. How will you get R1? V1 input voltage by I1. Right? By I1. Now, once again remember we have a diode here. So, I1 is going to be 500 microamperes. 500 microamperes. Okay, don't take 50 microamperes. You need to take 500 microamperes. Therefore, R1 is equal to, what is V1? Input voltage 0.5. What is I1? 500 micro 10 raised to minus 6. This will give you R1 equal to 1 kilo ohm. Alright. And this 1 kilo ohm is also a standard value of resistance. This is about R1 resistance. Next, we shall be finding out R2. How will you find R2? Yes, R2 is our feedback resistance. The voltage across R2 is V0 by I1. V0 by I1. So this is output is given as 2 volt. I1 is same 500 micro. This is equal to, if you solve this, you will get R2 equal to 4 kilo ohm. R2 equal to 4 kilo ohm. The standard value for this is 3.9 kilo ohm. Standard value is 3.9 kilo ohms. Now, to find R3, we take parallel of R1 with R2. So this will give you 796 ohms. 796 ohms. The standard value is 820 ohms. 820 ohms. Now this is all about R1, R2, R3. Now he has given another information of input sine wave frequency as 1 mega ohm. What for it is given? It is for finding out the TRR value, TRR maximum value. Okay. For diodes D1 and D2, for diodes D1 and D2, the reverse voltage VR should be greater than VCC minus VEE. Okay, that is, what is VCC? VCC is given as 12 volt and VE will also be 15, right? 15 and 15. This will give you minus or minus plus, so this will be 30 volts. This will be 30 volts. So this is your VR. Next, to find TRR, reverse recovery time, for this should be taken as very less time of total time period T. Very less. So for taking it very less, 1/10, we take 1/10 of time period. So we are taking 0.1 of T. 0.1 of T. T is not given to us, but F is given to us, right? 0.1. T can be written as 1 by F. 1 by F. That is nothing but 0.1 divided by 1 mega. 10 raised to 6. So this will give you 0.1 microsecond. So this is your TRR. This is your TRR. Alright. So here it ends your problem. So this will end your part A of your module 4. Thank you.